Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited to be here. My name is Carrie Dickey, and I actually just got back from Utah where I checked in with the corporate staff in this incredible company. And the energy in there was so beautiful for the holidays, the Christmas tree, the beautiful mountains with snow on them. It's always such a trip flying into Utah. So everything is going very, very well in Utah right now. And I am so excited to introduce you to Shaun McKee. Dr. McKee is not only, she's just gracious, she is a heck of a lot of fun. And I am so grateful that once upon a time she said yes to LifeVantage. Shaun is a neuroradiologist and an Air Force veteran and a former two-time 140.6 mile Ironman triathlete, Iron woman triathlete, and ultra-marathoner, married for 34 years. He's also adorable, to her gastroenterologist husband and mother of 2 adult sons and 3 happy little dogs, 2 of which she just found. One zany big dog. And once her doctor told her about activation, she knew that she had a moral obligation to share it. And I agree, Shaun. I mean, I don't think there ever comes a time when I will not share these products because I know so many people on the planet need them right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you for saying yes to LifeVantage. Thank you for saying yes to me, for being here tonight. And I'm just going to turn it over to you, gorgeous. Thank you for saying yes.
Awesome, Carrie. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Thank you so much for hosting these very important calls, and I'm thrilled to participate. I would love to start with my story of when my doctor told me about these products because it changed my life. Let me go ahead and share my screen and put it in presentation mode. Where to go? Okay, presentation mode. Okay, and let me know if you can see that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So my doctor was, the reason I went to my doctor was because every single morning for about, I don't know, 6 months, I'm mid-40s and used to be an Energizer Bunny, as Carrie said, running Ironman triathlons, running ultra marathons, doing CrossFit, and just normal Energizer Bunny stuff until one day I was hitting the snooze button 3, 4, and 5 times in the morning. And my husband comes into the bedroom and sits a coffee cup down on the nightstand, hoping the aroma would get my tail out of bed because I had to get the kids to school and then I had to go to work. And he suggested that I go to see this wonderful anti-aging specialist that he sends all his cancer patients to when they're, failing. He says they leave my office looking like death and they come back looking like $1 million. And I'm kind of like, hey, buddy, what are you saying? But I was so grateful because he goes, maybe you're low in something like thyroid or, testosterone or something, D3. I said, yeah, well, maybe I am. So I went to see her and she did all the labs, thousands of dollars worth of testing. And I was low in some things. And she did give me a whole suggested, what she called her anti-aging cocktail of supplements, a little bit of hormone replacement, but I'm taking things like, turmeric and green tea. And we'll hear more about that in a minute. I'm taking phosphatidylserine and ginkgo biloba and ginseng and just olive leaf extract, all the things. And I didn't feel any different. But I did go to follow up with her. And that's when she told me about something that was clinically proven to really get to the root cause of why I was feeling exhausted, why I was depleted. And it was something called oxidative stress. I happen to know what that was, not as a physician, because some physicians know about it, but most actually don't because it's not something they can treat. There's no drug for oxidative stress. But I knew about it because my CrossFit coach called me the oxidizer because I would do a 7 a.m. CrossFit class, 30 minutes or how sometimes they're 15 minutes. But anyway, at the end of the class, I would go run 12 miles before I went to work. So he's like, man, you're the oxidizer. And I was like, means I'm aerobically fit. But then I thought about it. Said she had something that got to the root of oxidative stress. I'm like, ooh, oxidizing. That means rusting. Cellular rusting. That's probably what's going on because it was critical to me that I got to the root cause of it. And it was like such a gift when she told me that this little thing that she was telling me, a little yellow activator pill could actually get to the root of what was making my cells unhealthy. And it also simplified my regimen because now I could get rid of the turmeric and the green tea because it's in there. And I also knew that it did the reduction of oxidative stress by something known as upregulating the expression of antioxidant enzymes. And I know an antioxidant enzyme is millions of times more powerful than a direct antioxidant. So I knew I was going to run out of everything I was taking for antioxidant or anti-inflammatory reasons, which was most of what I was taking. Of course, I was going to keep replenishing magnesium because I was deficient in it, and D3 because I was deficient in it, and things like that. So she told me about it. I took it, didn't expect to feel anything, but I did. And then once I felt it, I felt morally obligated to share it. And just so happens that is the LifeVantage way. Take it, feel it, share it. And so we're going to get into this presentation. Hopefully I didn't go forward 2 slides. Let's see. There we go. All right. So don't tell LifeVantage, but I would help people look and feel their best and help them have fun, even if they didn't pay me. But just so happens that LifeVantage allowed me to look my best, feel my best, and have fun, and they pay me, which is, a bonus. It's literally something that I'm all about. I want people's lives to be optimized. I want people to look and feel their best. I want them to have fun, especially the people that are around me, because that make my life better. But then here we are. We can help people feel and look their best. We can help them have fun because we are, I'm talking to Carrie Dickey. She is the definition of fun. And I'm probably guessing you like to have fun as well. And this next part about making money and making a difference is just actually icing on the cake. So this all started way back 100 years ago, not quite, but 2005. An investigative report was done on ABC Primetime. It's a show that aired for many, many years, had Emmy Award-winning investigative journalist John Quinones as its anchor/star, and he decided to do an expose on this product at the company's headquarters. He comes knocking on their door and says, "We hear you're making a claim that you have something that can reduce oxidative stress at the cellular level by almost half in 30 days, and we'd like you to prove it." And they're like, "Well, gee whiz, thank you so much for coming, Mr. Quinones. We actually need participants for our study. We would love to do a blood draw." So the claim is it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. When did John Quinones come back? 12 days later for his blood draw. And even though he came back in less than half the time of the claim, his oxidative stress came back reduced by 45%. So you can see as we age, we grow, we get stronger up until about the age of 20, as denoted on this graph. But after age 20, our production of those cellular good guys, those antioxidant enzymes, goes down. And that means that level of oxidative stress, which is the gap, the difference between the oxidation or free radicals our cells are exposed to and the protective ability of our enzymes. That gap goes up, which means oxidative stress goes up. And you can see that red line going straight up till, over 80, you have really high oxidative stress. The cells are completely unhealthy and not functioning well. But in every participant in the clinical study, including John Quinones, their oxidative stress came down to the level of a healthy 20-year-old because their antioxidant enzymes were upregulated. Things like, you don't need to know the name of these, but superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione, hemoxygenase 1. So this was revolutionary. This it aired on primetime TV back in 2005. So when professors, researchers, teachers, academicians, hairdressers, every single person who saw it, they were wanted to get their hands on it, and B, if they were a researcher, they wanted to study it. So that is the beginning of the story. And since then, there have been, well, first of all, studies on oxidative stress have gone up since the early 90s. And now to date, there's over 320,000. This is an older slide, 318,000 on the importance, the impact of oxidative stress on various issues with every organ system in the body, the skin, kidneys, joints, lungs, brain, immune system, blood vessels, all your organs, your liver, your spleen, all of them, your eyes, your heart. these all are impacted by oxidative stress because it's the damaging effects that affect the cell. And so there's 318,000 reports plus on oxidative stress and the function and structure of these organ systems. And to date, there have been 31 published peer-reviewed studies on our branded product. You can find 28 of those on PubMed. You can find 212 of them on something called PubMed Central, which is a branch of PubMed. So here is the deal. Oxidative stress is, like I said, a gap between the production of good guy enzymes and your exposure. How are you exposed? We have had over 80,000 new chemicals introduced since the Industrial Revolution, and we put hundreds of those on our skin every day as women. Herbicides, pesticides, fungicides on the food we eat, and the drinks we drink. Of course, our standard American diet is SAD. That's the acronym, SAD, Standard American Diet. It's SAD because it's very inflammatory. Of course, if you smoke, you're just inhaling free radicals. If you drink alcohol, you're ingesting poison. Air pollution is everywhere, sadly, in this modern world. Most people aren't sleeping well, partly due to the EMF lights from our devices. The blue lights from our devices. A high stress environment. If you have little or no exercise, or like me, you had too much exercise, you have high oxidative stress. It's a problem. And what does that feel like? If you're living with high oxidative stress, you're probably like I was 11 and a half years ago when I went to see my doctor because I was exhausted, hitting the snooze button over and over and over in the morning because you're fatigued, you have no energy, your brain's fogged. I lost my keys, my purse, or my phone every single day, one or more. It was crazy and just really hard time concentrating. You may notice that you're kind of feeling like scattered. You can't focus. I used to say I was the sickest healthy person I knew because I was a fit athlete, but I was always catching what was going on and I was going around and I kept it. And then I said, well, maybe I'm this healthiest sick person. I couldn't figure it out. Healthiest sick person or sickest healthy person. So you get whatever's going around because your immune system is shot when you have high oxidative stress. You can have headaches. It's awful and you don't want to have it. And up until now, there was nothing you could do about it. But God has a plan. God gave us all of the herbs, all of the plants on this earth to help us, for the benefit of man. And what are the ingredients in Protandim? Well, I was taking 3 of them. I was taking turmeric, I was taking green tea, and I was taking milk thistle. I had never heard of ashwagandha. I had never heard of bacopa. But when I read about them, I realized, gosh, they're really important. Ashwagandha is an Indian Ayurvedic herb that's helpful for anxiety and sleep. Bacopa, it's a Chinese plant that helps increase something called SOD, one of those good guys that we talked about, helps with memory and focus. So what's wonderful is when they're in this exact recipe, there's a synergy that's 1,800% more. So they work great by themselves, but the synergy when they're together, it's 18 times more than the sum of each of their individual effects. Since that ABC Primetime aired in 2005, there have been, like I said, 32 published clinical studies. 28 are on PubMed.gov. Again, hundreds are on PMC. These studies are done by Harvard University, Washington State University, Ohio State University, even the National Institute on Aging, which is part of the part of the National Institute of Health. It is part of their interventions testing program where they're looking for non-invasive, non-expensive interventions that could potentially extend human lifespan. They do this in mice because we share 99% of the genes with mice. You can't study humans for longevity very well because we live too long. The researchers would be dead by the time the study was completed. So they do it in mice. And an NIA study is done in 3 different locations. So it's a multi-center, prospective, double-blinded, randomized, placebo-controlled trial, and Protandim passed the test. Nothing else did that's not a drug with side effects. So it's a big deal and people need to know about it. The company didn't stop there though. They've got activators to initiate mitochondrial biogenesis to help protect and repair DNA. And now they've got one that activates collagen. Now, collagen is something I had been taking for years, even though I didn't notice any differences. In fact, I saw a lot of people saying it was a scam. And I'm thinking, well, I know we lose it 1%, 1.5% a year after age 20. So I feel like I should be taking it. But is it a scam or really does it work? And studies show it does work. Well, we didn't just replenish collagen. Even though it is the most abundant protein in the body, we need it. We have to have it. So we definitely want to replenish it. But LifeVantage doesn't stop there. We know the importance of collagen. It is more than just nails and eye health. It's more than just hair and skin, and it's everything. It's coating your organs, your liver. It helps you sleep. It helps strengthen your bones and your muscles. It's really important for gut health. So we decided that we were not only going to replenish it, we were going to activate the genes that make new collagen. It worked so well that it became the People's Choice Award winner for 2023, the Stevie Awards. They did the whole survey, and this went out the People's Choice Award, which is something that I'm very proud of. Here's the thing: not only everything that we do is unique in this company, and the thing that makes True Science Liquid Collagen unique is not only does it replenish collagen with 10 different types of peptides, but it activates those 3 genes that make it, and it turns down the gene that breaks it down, helping you maintain it. So we've got those 3 genes. They help boost collagen production in the skin by 5-fold. There's that superhero antioxidant enzyme again. It's upregulated by 27-fold or 2,700%. That's a big deal. And I just heard a story of someone who had an incredible result adding collagen to their regimen. And, when you activate collagen, things happen. Like you may start speaking after 70 years of not speaking. That's just incredible. The stories we hear. The catalase gene is upregulated by over 2-fold, 202%. When we do the study with our collagen by itself, it activates the collagen production by 42%, but there's more. And as you'll see in just a minute, it downregulates the gene that helps destroy collagen. We don't want to destroy our collagen. It's very important. So it turns that down. All right. So, okay, this is the slide I wanted to show you because this is an ultrasound slide of the skin. On the left, the black is just the air and the white is the subcutaneous fat. And the green and yellow dots down below are the proteins and the compounds in the dermis, and the yellow represents collagen. You can see at week 4, there's more yellow, more collagen. But look at week 8, it's mostly yellow. The collagen has more than doubled in 8 weeks. How about that? So that's a big deal. And it also has not 1 or 2 types of peptides. It has, first of all, they're hydrolyzed, so they're extremely bioavailable. This collagen has peptides from 10 different types of collagen. And it just makes a huge difference. And we're going to see that in a second here. It also has these citrus antioxidant blends, the pumpkin fruit, which is kind of a citrusy fruit, blueberry, acerola cherry. They give you that slowing down of the collagen breakdown. Okay. And there's no added sugars in it. I'm going to go back. No added sugars in it. No soy, no gluten, no artificial sweeteners, it's non-GMO. There's no dairy. It is a very, very clean product. It's actually phenomenal. And the reason it's liquid is because liquids are way more bioavailable. They coat the microvilli in the intestine so your body can take it up. It doesn't matter if you load up with collagen powders that your body's not going to absorb because it's not really doing you any good if you can't absorb it. So even liquids can be non-hydrolyzed. The fact that this is a hydrolyzed and liquid means it is really highly bioavailable. And I love it because you can actually see how bioavailable it is because it actually it increases collagen density by 100%, doubles collagen density. Crow's feet were reduced by 22%. I saw that in my own eyeball. If you would like to see my eye, crow's feet reduction. I didn't even notice it. My friend, Dr. Viglio, said, cone down on your eye and send me your eye. She's like, look at that. My eyelid was lifted. Skin roughness is decreased by 10%. Again, catalase is increased by 202%. And elasticity is increased, which we definitely want. That test where you pull up your skin fold and see how long it takes to flatten out. That's elasticity. But here we're going to talk about what does it look like. We can talk about results all day, but let's look at them. Here's Jane. She is absolutely beautiful. Her face is radiant. It's more full and looks like it has more hydration. This is the chest or the décolleté. You could always tell, sadly, a woman's age by two things: her hands and her neck and her décolleté. That's three things. But you can see there's fewer wrinkles, less crepiness. And there's our friend Carrie. Her skin looks brighter. Her eyes are more open. Her skin looks tauter or tighter and more lifted. And same with this beautiful woman on the right. She looks just like a new version of herself. And we've got more. This is Betty. Betty has just continued to get better and better and better. Betty getting better. I love that. She looks younger and younger and younger, and that collagen is working, and her activation is showing. There's Seth, his crow's feet. You can't even see them on day 15. It's incredible. Yeah, and oh my gosh, Becky looks fantastic after just almost 3 weeks. And you can see the necks. Sometimes the necks are the hardest thing to have an impact because there's so much loose skin there, but you can see. And here it works on all types of skin. Radiance is increased incredibly. Eye bags are tighter. I've got photos of friends of mine that they don't see the difference. And I'm like, look at, I have to do the same thing Dr. Biglione did to me, show them like, look, your skin is brighter. It's more plump. And it's true. We just love the fact that, and I want to also say, most of these people like myself had been taking collagen before starting True Science Liquid Collagen. So our before pictures are other collagens after pictures. So remember that. I always say, if the collagen, you're taking a new collagen, do they ask you to take before and after photos? Probably not, because you're probably not going to see that much difference. Look at Shaun. This is the line between the nasolabial fold is gone. His bags look better. His skin looks brighter. It's so fun to be doing something that makes such a difference. This is our friend Dr. Nancy's legs. They just firmed up. They were just almost like there was no collagen, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we need collagen. Let's make it firm up. So it really helps with things like leg crepiness or sagginess, or those lines above your knees and your arms. It's just, I always tell people, take pictures of everything, because you just don't know. Look at how much these eyelids are lifted on the left. And Brenda lost a ton of, I think she lost, I can't remember how much she was, over 20 pounds, maybe 25 pounds. And she didn't have any loose skin, even though she lost all the weight. She looks fantastic. So even the belly. I love this because a lot of times women over 40, they don't want to show their bellies. There's either stretch marks, which here you can see on the right, they're diminished, or just sagginess. Well, when you have more collagen, your abs are tighter, and that's fun, especially if you go to the beach. This Katerina, she was showing a friend the eye bags under her eyes got better, but I think it was Tara who said, Katerina, look at your part. Look at your part. You can't see as much scalp. She's like, oh my goodness. So it's, yes, it's hair and nails. Yes, it's hair and nails, but it's so much more than that. So think about this. If you are seeing that kind of response, those kind of results on the outside, and you're drinking it, imagine what's happening on the inside to get those results. So we decided, let's test taking their little yellow activator that started the whole thing with collagen, because they both upregulate some of the same, antioxidant enzymes. They both do amazing things. Reducing oxidative stress is incredible. Adding more collagen is incredible. But what do they do together? They actually activate a whole bunch of other genes that are responsible for providing a hyperactive immune response. And when people take these two together, they look and feel better a lot faster. It is a sight to behold. And I love that this company didn't just stop at making our skin healthier from the inside. They found a way to do what retinol does twice as well, twice as fast, with none of the harsh side effects. This firming complex, it's a treatment cream that addresses 11 visible signs of aging. 11. There's tightness, there's firmness, there's fine lines and wrinkles, there's bounce, there's plumpness, lift, overall complexion, appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. There's more, I can't even remember them all, but this is like, it's so delicious. It feels, when I say delicious, in a tactile way, it feels wonderful when you put it on your skin. You actually notice the difference the first time you use it. So you've seen all this. and you're thinking to yourself, maybe I want to start my own activation journey. Well, we can help you with that. And we'd love for you to begin a life activated. So we have a whole line of products. We have essential nutrients like morning vitamins, minerals, herbs and adaptogens, some for the evenings to help you unwind. We've got the omegas, those omega-3 fatty acids that most of us are deficient in. We've got pre and probiotics, an amazing skincare system. In addition to that firming complex, we have a fat burn that helps your body burn 181 more calories a day at rest. We've got hair care, brain food, that's a nootropic. We've got an immune drink, and we even have a product for our dogs. So there's something in there that you will probably already be ordering from another company that you will be very happy to substitute, because it is an upgrade for, for your health and for your life. So if you're looking for maybe even more than feeling and looking your best, maybe you're looking for that extra money, this is a wonderful business. As a former brick and mortar business owner, and I say reformed former business owner, because it just has so much overhead, so much inventory. The employee hassle was horrible. It was a headache. I was the first person in, last person out, last person paid. It was awful. This is a business that has the huge tax benefits of owning a business with no assets, overhead, employees. You can do it from anywhere. You don't have to store, stock, ship, or sell anything. The customer service center does it for you. You've got a whole legal team, a support system, shipping department. We're a debt-free company. We rang the closing bell on the NASDAQ. Gosh, I think that was in, I don't know, May, July, I can't remember. It's a wonderful, wonderful business. And we get paid for helping to help people look and feel better. And how about that? We get paid to share the gift of activation. And the gift of activation, is something that you can do with just a simple step of picking a pack. What would you like? You want to get the Healthy Glow Enrollment Pack, which is the combination we talked about tonight. You get a free True Renew for this limited time. You could also get the Everything Pack. I call it the business pack, that has almost everything we sell at the biggest discount. And you're up and running. You have a replicated website right away. You will pick your stack of products that you want to get each and every month, because you want to stay activated. You want to be a product of the product. If you get the Healthy Glow Consultant Stack every single month through February, I believe you'll get the True Renew, a $75 value. And it is like, it's just a free little gift, and you give it away to help give you get you new customers, or you can use it, or you can give it for Christmas presents, which is great timing on that. So here's our income disclosure statement, and it is something that hopefully, you can actually download it by going to LifeVantage.com and scrolling through the resources and finding the income disclosure statement. But it goes everywhere, all the way from making a few dollars to help pay for your products to, excuse me, making a big money by sharing it with a lot of people. And again, don't tell them I would do it. I would do it for free. So that's what we do. We take it, we feel it, we share it, we have fun, we make money, and we make a difference. And I hope you'll be joining us soon. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, Shaun McKee, thank you for being here. You are an asset, and do what the good doctor says. Take it, feel it, share it, baby.